step in the middle when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. She won't let you got me, baby.
So excited, yeah, you disrespect. What you find and we go down shit.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's so high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. I'm a lead.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
And I don't wash my hands. I'm over there.
Well, we're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go from Miami. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Return lanes don't open for him. He stops shy of the 15. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Chased out to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
This down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Miami! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Launching deep down the right sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Back to throw, it's Lance. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He's contained at the line for no gain. DJ James with the tackle.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Lance. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw, Lance. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
On target to Jackson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
All right, fellas, listen up. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, hey.
They bring Wilson in motion right.
Out.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Brought in right side. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Putting a receiver in motion. He's got a man left. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Hey, 21, T.A.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Wilson's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Go ahead.
That's the end of 1. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Achane on the inside give. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Go ahead.
Trying to run it in, Achane. And his extra effort there rewarded with a solid gain. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
You're right here.
Achane. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. To the air, Lance. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lance. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick 6. Gets this to Fant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Lance now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here's a loft deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Third and long for him here. Into the hands of Walker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing his Lance. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Another throw here on second down. He finds Fant. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Seahawks trailing in the early going. We send a man in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. It's caught Metcalf. Jukes one defender, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
So now, here's third and goal. And he could have a free play here. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. Return's looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Called in by Waddle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second half begins with a run by Achane. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Tua now from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
All right, come on.
Here's Achane up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here.
21G.
Tua out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Achane can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Offense up to the line fast.
Come on, 2.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left. Here's Walker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Man in motion here. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They're going for this. They connect for the 1st. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Walker on 1st down. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. And that one's going to hit the turf. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Lance. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air, Lance. He's got it to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st. That's the end of the 3rd on some. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now it's Lance. It's inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Myers to add the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey. 32 Stinger.
Tua off the play fake. Hits his tight end on the corner route. The 30. The 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 3-score game in the 4th. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lance. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks drop the lead back to 13. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Ready. Hey, turbo one. Scat. Watson, Oscar.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He puts some power on a deep one left. It's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Touchdown, Miami! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
They motion a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing his Lance. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Lance. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's complete to Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds Fant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready,
1st down, here's Tua. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks Cubs get it back to within 2 possessions. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Drip. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Two and out from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Hey, 21 TX. Turbo 1, high.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's Lance now. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Myers to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Dolphins were all over that kick. This game is over. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, John?
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's going to push wide open, downfield. Got it. And in for the Miami touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They send Jackson in motion right. Throwing from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Into the hands of Walker. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now it's Lance. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. 30. Gets the 10. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. And they pick him off again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr, been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC.